Hey guys, so I decided to try and vlog the Summerathon, which started today, and I'm already quite behind on it because I haven't even put up a TBR for this readathon, so I should probably film that today and try and get that out tonight, but I don't know if that'll happen. So I am just out in my garden at the moment. I'm just home from a week of work. Oh god, this bench is old and he is fat, and that did not sound like a good sound that this bench should be making, but hopefully that won't break. Oh, he's gone. So yeah, so I tried to vlog earlier to start this vlog on my lunch break in work, because I went out and I got a lovely salad. I was sitting out in a park near where I work, but there was like loads of other people in the park, and I just felt a little bit shy. It's been a while since I vlogged, and I don't really vlog a lot in like proper public as well, so I was a little bit nervous. So I just did a couple clips of me reading in the park, and that's what you will have seen. So yeah, so I'm going to do a proper intro now. So as you can see, I am reading, I should say, The Dark Days Club by Alison Goodman. This is a library book that I want to read this week, and so this isn't technically on the Summerathon TBR, or Summerathon, yeah, so my Summerathon TBR. But one of the challenges for this, so I'm kind of cheating a little bit with this TBR, because one of the challenges is to read a beach read, and I'm kind of like, does that mean a book that takes place on a beach, or a book that you would read on the beach, a book that you would take to the beach? And for me, I would read any kind of beach. Now, I would probably be drawn more to a contemporary romancy book on a beach or on a holiday read, because that's, you know, they're kind of light and fluffy, you get through them very quickly, you don't have to concentrate too much on them. But technically I could read any book on the beach, so I would read this on the beach, even though it is very dark and dreary and fantasy, supernatural. Like, it's a book that makes you think of fog and mist and darkness and stuff like that, so it's not really a beach read, but I would read it on a beach, so I'm just gonna go for that. So yeah, so after this one I'll probably go a little bit lighter, go for The Bride Test maybe by Helen Huang. So yeah, so you guys will probably know that already if I get my TBR up in time, which hopefully I should do. I might do it after Love Island, because Love Island is on tonight, obviously. So yeah, so I just wanted to do a quick kind of intro for this. Hopefully it'll be good weather. The weather for June so far has been really crazy in Dublin. Sunny 1 minute, raining the next, so this could be a very rainy Summerathon vlog, we will see. But for now, I'm going to just enjoy being out in my garden. It's lovely and peaceful. The dogs are eating grass, doing their usual, so yeah. Hey guys, it is Saturday morning, and I am just, well, Saturday afternoon, it's like 12 o'clock, and I'm just in the garden, and I'm going to read a little bit more of The Dark Days Deceit. I don't know why I couldn't remember that. I am like almost halfway through. I got a chunk read last night, so I'm a good about 200 pages in now, and I'm really enjoying it, and I'm looking forward to continuing on and seeing what happens. So I have about an hour and a bit before I have to go horse riding, so I decided I would sit out here with the dogs and read. I'm in my favourite egg reading chair, which is just like the comfiest chair to read in. I have my headphones in, I might listen to some music, I don't know, or just listen to nature and the birds and the trees and stuff like that. So both of them are good options, I think. I just love being in the garden in the summer. it is Saturday evening now. It is 7:30, and I have just filmed my Summerathon TBR, so it is going up a good bit late, a lot late. But it's done. I've done it, so I am going to edit that and try and upload that as quick as I can. And then I went and visited my gran and granddad earlier, and my granddad has like this cutest little vegetable patch, and he grows loads of his own veg, which is amazing. And he gave me some rhubarb, so I'm going to make a rhubarb crumble. And I don't know how much I'll be able to make out of it. I'm going to see. I seem to have a good bit, so I think I'm going to be able to make a few little dishes of it. So I'm going over to see boyfriend tomorrow, so I will probably go and bring him some of that because he does enjoy some rhubarb crumble with custard. So we'll be able to have that to enjoy tomorrow, hopefully, if it works out. But I normally find rhubarb crumble quite easy to make, so hopefully I will be able to pull it off. So yeah, so I'm going to do that now. That is my plans once I edit this. And yeah, very exciting. I haven't gotten much more read of The Dark Days Deceit, but I'm very much enjoying it. I'm halfway through now, and I'm really, really enjoying where it's going. And there's just something about it it feels, even though it's supernatural, just the way the characters behave towards each other, and the way they behave towards, like, how the men behave towards the women, and the women behave towards the men, and just the societal pressures. And it's just, everything about it is so real, and I feel like people of that time would actually act like that. And I just love it. There's just so much detail and richness in the story that is just so enjoyable for me. So yeah, I'm really, really enjoying it. Guys, it is Sunday afternoon, well, evening, and I just wanted to check in quickly because I managed to finish The Dark Days Deceit earlier, and I really, really enjoyed it. I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. There was just a lot of intense moments, a really great battle at the end, a few really, really good reveals that some of them I didn't see coming, which was really, really good. And yeah, there's just a lot of really great moments in this book, so really, really enjoyed that. Gave it a 4.5 out of 5 stars. And now I'm going to go on and read The Bride Test. I didn't do much vlogging today because, as predicted, today's been quite a rainy day. I was hoping it would be nice if we could go for a walk in the park or something, but no, it's been rainy, and so it kind of turned into what we hoped would be kind of a walk down the beach or in the park day. It turned out to be a movie day. So we have been just watching movies and eating some shit basically, and now himself is making some dinner, so I'm going to sit here, and while he's doing that I'm going to read. Oh, look at the state of my Kindle. I really need to get a new Kindle cover. It is just like all worn. But I've tried to get new Kindle covers and I keep buying ones that are too big for this Kindle, so it's really annoying. But I'm going to read The Bride Test on my Kindle now. I'm going to start it anyway, and see if I like that, and hopefully I will, because it's a really cute contemporary, and it'll be a really nice one to start off my week, I think, my proper week now, because it's Sunday. So I'll be reading that on Monday, tomorrow, and at lunch and stuff. And I find particularly contemporaries and stuff are really easy to read at lunchtime, because you can kind of get through them quite quickly, which I really enjoy. So yeah, that's going to be planned for now. Hey guys, it is Monday evening. I am home about an hour from work. So I obviously did work all day, finished work, and I went to the gym and I did some grocery shopping, and I'm back now and I'm showered and feeling fresh and feeling a bit tired. I haven't gotten any reading done today, because on my lunch break earlier I decided to watch the episode of Love Island that I didn't get to watch last night. So I had a Love Island catch-up instead of a reading catch-up. I did get a good bit read of The Bride Test yesterday though. I'm about 45% I think at the moment, and I am very much enjoying it. I really like Kai as a character, and I like how different he is from the character he first met in the Kiss Quotient. And yeah, I just really like the representation and how it's been explored in this, and there are some things that make me feel a little bit about the whole story, but I feel like a lot of other people have felt like that as well, without giving too much away. And yeah, I'm enjoying where it's going. I'm enjoying kind of the romance and like the sexual build-up between the two characters, between Kai and Esme, and it's really, really nice, and it's quite bubbly, and I'm excited to see when it all kind of comes together and when they eventually do kind of kiss and sleep together, and it'll probably be very, very good and very satisfying. So I am looking forward to that. So it is about 8:30 now, so I'm just about to go downstairs and make some dinner. And then I'm going to go watch Love Island, and then I'll probably read some more. So yeah, so I'm in one of those moods where I'm like, do I want to read or do I want to watch BookTube? I am also kind of in the mood to want to watch a Netflix show or something and watch like a TV program. So I don't know what I'll do. Hi guys, it is Wednesday afternoon. I am just home from work and I went to the gym and I am freshly showered as per the last clip as well. I didn't vlog yesterday. I was actually out yesterday at a book event. I went to see Elizabeth Gilbert in Conversation. So Elizabeth Gilbert wrote Eat, Pray, Love, for those who don't know her, and she has a new book out called City of Girls, and I went to see her talk, and she was pretty amazing. She was talking for about 2 hours, and she just, the way she talks and the way she just talks with things like creativity and passion and writing and coming up with stories and just things that have happened in her personal life recently, she's just really, really engaging, and I really enjoyed hearing her speak. So that was really, really good. But I didn't really have much footage, like I didn't really have much of a chance to film footage, and then when I got home I was just a bit tired and feeling a bit gross, so I just ate some scrambled egg on toast, watched Love Island, and then I went to bed. So yeah, but I did pick up a copy of Elizabeth Gilbert's new book. You have a lovely hardback copy of her new book, which is signed. She didn't sign it, like I didn't get her to sign it, but they were just selling signed copies. So yeah, it kind of sounds, one of the reasons why I was so kind of drawn to this book when I first heard her talking about it, it's narrated by I think a 90-year-old woman, and it's about kind of the life of a showgirl in 1940s New York, and the way it was kind of like, you know, like an older woman narrating her life reminded me a little bit of Evelyn Hugo, which I really liked. And then Elizabeth Gilbert describes this book as writing about promiscuous girls who didn't have their lives destroyed just because they had sex, which I love, because it is a thing in literature where these good girls go bad and suddenly their whole lives are destroyed because they had like one orgasm. And she's saying, like, you know, like you can have multiple orgasms and your life will still be okay. Like, it's okay if you have sex, and you don't have to be a good girl to be a good person, and I really love that as well. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading this. I'm not sure if I'll be reading it in this Summerathon, but I'll definitely be trying to pick this up soon because I'm very much intrigued by it. I finished The Bride Test yesterday as well, by Helen Huang, which is the book I was reading the last time I talked to you, and I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. I did really enjoy it, but there's just little bits in it for me that I just felt like there were some bits that just weren't as fully formed as they could be, and some things just seemed too easy in a way. I'll get more into it in like my proper wrap up, I think, but there were just some things, and like some things that weren't talked about for like the entirety of the book, and then they came up to the end and then it was like no big deal, and like it really should have been a big deal. And yeah, so there was just things in it that I was just a bit like, I don't know about this. But I did really enjoy, like, the romance is very, very sweet. And there's lots of like really nice consensual sex in it as well, which is always good. So yeah, there are bits of it I really, really enjoyed, and there are bits of it that I was just a bit like meh about. But I cannot wait for the third book in this kind of, I don't know whether she's going to do a series or a trilogy about all the members of this family, but I can't wait for the third book, because the third book is about Kwan, this character called Kwan. I think I'm saying his name right. And he's just one of my favourite characters. I love him to bits, so I cannot wait for him to have his proper big romance and to find his one, because I'm just living for that, so I can't wait for that one. So I decided to pick up my fantasy pick for this, which was, I think this one was to pick a book that has a road trip. So I picked up The Bloodprint by Asma Sehanat Khan, and this is a fantasy book about this world where there's something called the Talisman, which is kind of a group, and they follow this man called the One-Eyed Preacher, and he basically, this talisman thing is basically say like there's this whole thing where like women are, you know, they're dirty and defiled and they shouldn't be treated right and all this kind of stuff, and they enslave a lot of people and they're just all round bad guys. And then there is this particular group of women who are kind of a little bit magical, and they're going basically against these guys and are trying to get this one thing that will maybe vanquish the talisman and the people who follow it forever or something like that. So it's a little bit like it's fantasy, but I think a lot of it is inspired. There's a lot of like Islamic stuff in it that's like, or is inspired by some stuff in Islam, and obviously we're following women who seem to be women of colour, and yeah, it should be pretty good. I'm hoping it'll be good anyway. I've seen like so reviews on Goodreads of people who I do like the reviews, so I don't know whether this one will be. It's a little bit confusing at first. I've only gotten like the first 5 chapters in, and it is a little bit confusing, but I'm hoping it will come together a little bit for me now. So it is 8 o'clock now, I think, so I am going to go down and I'm going to read this for a while. I'm going to make a cup of tea. Oh, I just hit myself in the face. Go make a cup of tea. I did realise that there is a thing in this challenge, in the Summerathon challenge, where you have to like drink your favourite summer drink while reading, and I don't really know if I have a favourite summer drink. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a nice cup of tea, which to be honest is my favourite drink all seasons. I drink tea in summer, autumn, winter and spring, so that's my favourite summer drink too, is tea. So I'm going to make a cup of tea, read this, and then I'm also going to chop up some lemons and put them in my little thing in my water bottle. Yes, I do have Love Island water bottle because I'm cool. Yeah, I'm going to put them in here. I'm going to have some lemony water when I have my dinner, so that'll be nice. So that's about it. I've been rambling for a while now, so I'll let you go. Hey guys, it is Friday afternoon. I'm just on my lunch break and I think I might be the most hungover person in Ireland today. I think I'm dying. I drank way too much last night and yeah, definitely feeling it today. I'm so ill. So I'm about to eat the first thing I've eaten since like my lunch yesterday, which might be why I'm in such a bad state today, to be fair. I'm just going to eat a burrito, and I'm kind of in that point where I don't know if I'm going to like inhale it or vomit back up. I don't know. We will see. It'll be a game I can play. So yeah, that's the story with me. I'm very hungover, feeling very sorry for myself. I fell on the way home last night as well when I was walking home. I think I fell a couple of times and I have like bruises all over me, so I am sick and I'm sore and feeling very stupid. So obviously I didn't get any more reading done yesterday other than what I read on my lunch break in the park. So I'm like almost halfway through the footprint and I'm going to continue on that now. And yeah, that's the story. So I haven't actually read as much as I wanted to this week, but it's just how things went, I guess.